Yes, guys, what is going on? Welcome to episode 18 of the Under 23 Sorare Road to Glory. This is probably going to be the most interesting episode I'm going to say so far in the short amount of time that we've been going this season. So, normal running order, we're going to be reviewing game week 31, which was last weekend. I'm then going to go into the transfer business that we've been getting up to because, my God, we've been busy. And I'm excited to explain to you guys, what my strategies are going forward over this sort of Christmas period. It's a fascinating time for Sorare. Let's look back then at last weekend. It was the first time that we put in 3 lineups. We were hoping Machado was going to play. Of course, he wasn't even in the squad. Clarkson goal, played 90 minutes. Brown, by the way, 2 goals away to 20. We finished 266th. We got promoted up to Division 4. And we won a box, which I think we got 1 essence out of with a 4-man effort, which is fine. We'll definitely take that for our lowest priority. Our second, this was actually our main lineup, sorry. We got a lot of it right. Sago captain, wasn't the highest scorer, Big Tobelason was. Massive score, at home to Anderlecht. Huge score. Jankovic gets a really lucky decisive in the last minutes of the game. And then Bass with some poor, it's fine, but not enough. 6 AA. It's just not going to cut it, is it? And yeah, hooked after 75 minutes. And then Grubber away from home. I thought he would have done a bit better. I thought Alche would have done a bit better. But yeah, just wasn't really busy at all, to be honest. Decent amount of passing stats, but yeah, no double doubles or anything. But we did win a box from that. We were, firmly in the boxes. We were actually close to getting, a better box. We were 1.8 points away. So that was fun. And then our Division 3 looks a bit like this. Dakovic with some really good AA. He played against Sago. Sago got an assist against him. Grubber again. Leopold was the missing piece, though, from the top lineup. By the way, his price is absolutely skyrocketing right now. We'll get into the spreadsheet soon, but like £8.30 floor. I might have to, look into selling him because we've missed the boat on Dion Bello, selling him. Price is tanked with the Austrian break coming up. I think we won 3 essence from the actual weekend itself. I'll show you all that in a minute. I don't want to spoil. Well, I'm not going to spoil it. I'm going to tell you straight away, basically. But yeah, we've been busy in the transfer market, lads. Quite a few of our players are going to be going on winter breaks. Dakovic being one of them. A lot of the Austria boys as well. I had to go in and kind of change our strategy a little bit. Am I changing our strategy? I'm basically just targeting specific fixtures over, a specific period of time. This is something that, has been happening since the dawn of time on Sorare. But there's a fun situation around the Christmas time because there's not that many leagues playing. You've got the SPFL, which is the Scottish League. You've got the Premier League playing. There is other leagues that play, but the Scottish League and the Premier League don't have any break. They play all the way through, and I'll show you. For example, we've brought in goalkeeper Joshua Ray, who plays for St Johnstone in the SPFL. Now look at this. Game week 33, which is this weekend. Game week 35, which is next weekend. Game week 37, the weekend after that. And then you've got 38, which is a midweek. 39, Celtic away on the weekend, not easy. And then you've got game week 40, which is another midweek. Then you've got game week 41, which is the weekend. Then you've got another midweek, which is 43. So there's like 7 or 8 fixtures there over the Christmas period where, the Scottish League is playing alongside, the Premier League plays a lot of the time as well. But the Scottish League is just going full throttle for that time. And I fancied our chances to maybe turn some of the players that are kind of performing well in our gallery that we could kind of sell off basically at a profit, which I've done. And I've turned them into, 6 or 7 Scottish League players for the same price. So what I did was I sold Tobelason for £9.42 after the 50% fees, the tax that Sorare take. That came out to a £2.35 profit. And then with that £9.50, I basically went and bought 7 players. 2 forwards, 2 defenders, 1 midfielder and 2 goalkeepers. The goalkeeper situation is a handcuff situation, so Ross Sinclair and Joshua Ray. Sinclair was number 1, he got injured. Ray has now taken over for him. I bought the special edition, well, not the special, but the Christmas special edition. I'm going to keep it in the wrapper, just in case we want to go on to sell him after maybe the Christmas period, because he's in season. He could be quite valuable. Yeah, some unbelievable AA last game against Rangers. It's not going to happen every game, of course, but regardless, that is the defensive the stack that we're going in with. From a goalkeeper perspective, we've got Connor Barron, who player I'm very familiar with, plays for Rangers. We've got 2 Dundee defenders, Dundee United that is. Will Ferry and Vico Savage, I think. Has been playing centre midfield, scoring really, really well. Really cheap as well. What was he like? Yeah, 60 pence. Will Ferry, sorry, a little bit more expensive at £1 odd, but can peak, which is great. Kenneth Vargas, bit of a bench forward that can come on and get a DA now and again. He's more depth, to be honest, over this period, because I'm not going to be able to run the same 5 like week in, week out with the midweeks. There's going to be rotations. So that's why I've brought in more than 5 players effectively. I might add a few more in because our cash balance right now is sitting at £2.56. Galleries at just under 50 quid. So we're looking a bit tasty as far as gallery value goes. Sorry. Bellows down to like £1.81, which is a bit of a killer. Dakovic is still pretty low. Affengrubber's like halved in price from like £2. Sago is flying. He's nearly at £5. Jacob Brown in season is nearly at £7. We paid £2.50 for him. Could almost be potential sell point this weekend for him. Adamida's at like £3.60. I bought him a few days ago. Where's he to? Leopold at £8.30, like I mentioned earlier. So there's a few players there that I'm actually quite interested in maybe offloading. And if I do sell a Leopold for £8 or something, that gives us a £10 cash balance, and I think we could probably do with that, to be honest. So yeah, I'm gonna see what happens. I'm gonna build my teams out for this upcoming weekend, and then if I think I need more depth over these next like 6, 7, 8 game weeks, whilst the Scottish League plan sort of comes to fruition, and I need more depth, then I'll go and do that, I think. But yeah, we're in a good position. I don't normally sell many players on the series. I don't really like to do that, but if it means I can not completely switch strategies, but definitely bring more life into the series and give ourselves a challenge. Like I've got like 6, 7, 8 game weeks here where I can really target good game weeks, good fixtures, good matchups, within the Scottish League. And yeah, I'm not saying by any means I'm an expert in that field, but I think we can make it work. And yeah, I think we can yield a decent amount from it. Of course, all these cards end up going to you at the end of the season anyway, so it's all for you effectively. It's also for me as well to prove to myself that I am a half decent player at this game, and yeah, I enjoy doing it. I like going into new strategies and figuring how it all sort of transpires. So I think it's probably time to get into some lineup building. I was going to show you my Essence situation though, wasn't I? I think yeah, I'm on 9 Essence, so halfway almost to that tier 5 plus. If we're looking at the fixtures right now, both goalkeepers in tough spots, to be honest. So yeah, I'm not holding my breath at all. I think it'll probably be a case of 2 under 23s and maybe a 4-man under 23 as well, with either Sinclair or Machado in there. Basically 2 starting keepers, obviously Dakovic and Ray, the newcomer, away to Aberdeen. Not an easy game. And then we've got Dakovic at home to Rijeka, which again isn't easy. But I would fancy him to get a bit of a bit of a all-around score there. So I am going to actually go for him. We've got the new boys in, Will Ferry, the Dundee United boys at home to Kilmarnock. Looks like a good fixture. Klein Hansel's at home, Vega's at home, as is Affengrubber. So we can, yeah, we've got some really nice options in defence. In midfield, I do want to go back though, and go back onto Predictify, just in case we need any second opinions on if we think anyone's in to start or not. So midfielders, Leopold looks the clear favourite there. Great home fixture. I think he's a lock for midfield. Sago away to Istra, again, feels like a good matchup. Ignore this Bassa Unal. I have quite a few limiteds in the gallery right now that I'm building up to give away to you guys. So yeah, he's not part of this, part of the Road to Glory at all. So just ignore him. Brown's at home though. After showing me those 2 goals away to 20 last week, I can't doubt him. Like I really, really can't. I've got a feeling that I should probably go double Dundee here. At home to Kilmarnock. If the clean sheet does come in, we could be looking really, really nice there. All at home. So for our Division 3 lineup, we're going to go Joshua Ray in goal. We've got to use one of the Affengrubbers here. We've got Jankovic away. It's a good job we play Jankovic here and not against our goalkeeper Dakovic, because they are playing each other. Tom Krause came off the bench last game, which is interesting. Is Julian Bass in to start? Let's have a little look. So looking over on Predictify, Julian Bass is at 70%. I think we could go in with a decent amount of confidence that he does start there, because it looks like a great fixture. I think Sago has to play for us. And then you're looking at maybe, Jankovic, Klein Hansel maybe. Conor Barron, our new midfielder, away to Ross County. Great fixture for Rangers. Yeah, Barron might have lost his place, which is interesting. I think I am going to just go Jankovic. and we'll captain Sago. And then for the third lineup that will go into Division 4 for us, probably going to be a box collector, but, you know, I'm not mad about that at all. You know what, actually, I've made a mistake here. We need to probably fit Ida into one of these teams. So I think I'm going to switch Jacob Brown out for Adam Ida and play Ida at home to Hibs. I think he's going to start because he didn't start in the midweek for Celtic. You've got to think he starts on the weekend. Move Jankovic out and go Brown in here. And we'll go double forward for that one. And then for the last team, we'll go Sinclair in goal, Affengrubber in defence, Jankovic in midfield, Dion Bello up front, and then we'll go Klein Hansel. We'll give Affengrubber the armband. And I think we're going to do that. Double forward in Division 3. I think Adamida, well, if he starts, even if he doesn't start, he can come off the bench and score 80 points against Hibs. No disrespect to any Hibernian fans, but I think that first lineup, barring the goalkeeper, looks pretty tidy. Second lineup looks rather strong as well. Third lineup, obviously, is going to be a bit of a box collector. So I'm going to export my teams using the Sorare data export button, which is an absolute lifesaver. If you are watching this and you are interested in a Sorare data start membership, use my code Harry for 10% off. But let's go down to our teams over on Sorare, and boom, there they are. Division 2, Division 3, and Division 4, all ready to go. Do we have any Friday nights? We don't, thankfully. No Friday nights, which is perfect for us. No Friday night curse. Lads, we're in a good position. Like, I feel really refreshed, to be honest, that we've been able to sort of pivot a little bit and maybe, and definitely try out this Scottish League strategy. We'll see how it works. Like I said, it's brought a bit of a new lease of life, I think, to the series, and it's going to be fun to document this over this, the Christmas period. Otherwise, with a lot of our players, Dion Bello, Dakovic, a lot of our players are not going to be playing, aren't going to be playing, over the Christmas period. So it's nice that we've got a bit to cheer for over that time. And yeah, hopefully we do well. Hopefully we do well this weekend, and I hope you guys do as well. If you did enjoy, lads, please do leave it a like I said earlier. Subscribe, please, if you are new to the channel. Good luck this weekend, and I shall see you guys in the next one.